evening and welcome to the Ordinance Subcommittee. Today is Tuesday, July 12, 2022, 7:09. Members are present. My Vice Chair, Councilor Levy, Councilor Maria de la Cruz, and the Chair, Stella Reyes, myself. Roll call, Councilor de la Cruz,
Present.
Councilor Levy,
Present.
and Chair, present. We have quorum. Councilor, can I get a motion to approve the minute of the meeting of June 28?
So move.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Council, I'm going to be taking a couple of items out of order, but the first two are the first two, and we're going to be keeping those in order. And welcome and good evening all. Thank you. Good evening. First item is document 21922, request to approve early voting schedule for 9/6 and 11/8 state election. Richard Reyes.
Good evening, councilors. Richard Reyes, reside 42 Canton Street, Acton City Clerk. Yes.
So what, the week is going to be, what is the week before the election?
Um,
Or the date?
Regarding with the new election changes in laws, they're requiring local communities to do it from August 27th to September 2nd, which is a Saturday. We begin early voting from 8 to 2, and Sunday from 8 to 2. And then Monday through Friday, it will be regular business hours, 8:30 to 4:30.
We're going to start on August
27.
27, which is a Saturday.
That is correct.
And Sunday, we're also going to be having voting, okay? So are you going to be able to print, I'm sure that you will, going to be able to print that information, just in case that someone is going to be asking?
Yes, also the state's going to be sending out postcards to every voter to request also an early voting ballot. So that's something that the state is going to be sending out to everybody who's a registered voter. But early voting is for anybody who wants to come and vote before an election day.
Thank you. Since this is going to happen, do we still need to order public hearing on this one? Or no?
No.
No. Okay, so I have no any further question. You have any question, Councilor?
Yes.
Councilor Levy?
Also, beside the state, we say that we, as a city, we're gonna start sending the same information.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
That as a city, the city of Lawrence is gonna start sending the information regarding the early voting.
Well, we're going to advertise and we're going to let the public know. We're going to use a few social medias, a few newspapers and radio stations to get the word out.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Cruz, you have any question? Motion to send document 21922 with favorable recommendation. I need the motion.
Motion to approve and send it.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilor de la Cruz.
Yes.
Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Motion carries. Document 22022, request to approve polling locations for 9/6/22 and 11/8 state election. Richard Reyes, election division assistant? No, we had city clerk assistant.
Acting.
Yeah, acting.
Yes, the changes of polling location, they're all going to remain the same. We're just adding, because with the new redistricting, we got 2 new sub-precincts for the city of Lawrence, A2A, and also we got E1A. So on E1A and E1, it's a huge polling location, and we were having them at 71 Duckett Ave at the Lawrence Housing by the Beacons office. That location is too small to hold 2 precincts, so I'm requesting for the council if they could approve for me to change it over to the Frost School, which will be in a gym, and along with E1, there will be E2 and E3 is also there, so it'll make more sense having them all in one location. It's better for handicap access and ADA compliance.
Okay, so, but that is the question, that the voters is going to be having enough time for them to know that it's going to be a new location?
We already have the letters ready to be mailed out as soon as the full council approves it after the subcommittee, to let the voters from E1, which is a total of 2,404 voters, and E1A has about 102 voters. We have the letters ready to go.
Councilor Levy?
Yes. So, not just only to advertise, I think so that we should send letters to the voters, just to let them know that the new presence is there. So, the A1, the
Yeah, A2A is a new subcommittee, which
Yes.
that's not gonna really change because A2 was already at the Partham School. So
Yes,
A2
no,
is
it's
just,
understandable, but people need to know, that instead of going to like a A1, they had to go to A1A.
yes,
So just to understand, that's right now they are not going because they can think about and make sure that a new presence right now is the place that they used to go, but they are completely different.
I agree with you. A2 has about 1,600 voters and
Yes.
A2A only has 15. So we have to have a whole separate precinct because it's a different ballot for 15 voters.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So that for people to understand that right now we are like a sub-presence, inside the same presence.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. And also, another thing that I would like to remind is when we are doing the training, just to let the warden or the person who's going to be working in there, to let people know that, because sometimes they can say, oh, you are not in here. And they need to know that this is another sub-presence right now, that they should go or send the person to that area.
Oh, I absolutely agree. This year, we're doing things a little bit different with the precincts. We ordered some stanchions. Stanchions are those dividers, so schools where they have multiple precincts, we're gonna divide them up. There's gonna be more clear signs. We're gonna direct the wardens and clerk to help voters out to know exactly where they need to go and vote. It's gonna be a little bit more organized, more efficient, and we're ahead of the game as we speak.
And that is great.
Yes.
This is great. Well, I saw, the different things that you ordered right now for
Yes.
this coming election, and this is great. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, if there's no any other question, motion, I'm looking for a motion.
Motion to send it to the full council with favor recommendation.
Motion has been made. Councilor De La Cruz.
Second the motion.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor De La Cruz, I don't know if you need to get close to your mic, but we can hear you.
Yes, I say yes.
Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion to take document 234 out of order?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz.
Yes.
Councilor Levy.
Yes.
Voting yes. Document 23422, request from Hamonio Mali, to the City Council to adopt a resolution making September 13 Police Appreciation Day. Name and address for the record.
Good evening, Humayun Mali, 53 Chester Street.
Tell us a little bit more about
Yes.
why do you want to do, whether you have Appreciation Day for the police, and just tell us a little bit more, elaborate a little bit more about.
Yes. Respectfully, just want to bring to Honorable Council attention that in September 13, every Laurentian remember because of the
Mr.
Columbia
Mali,
gas
can you
fire.
get a little closer? Yes,
Sure.
please.
Columbia gas fire and explosion. the first people that help our citizens were the police department as a first responder. And that day was a memorial day, and remind you that one of the police officers, Officer Sato, while his house was burning after the Columbia gas explosion, he stood up and continued to serve us. So as it is, we have a national day in recognition of the appreciate police, but we want to have a day, a special day, like a September 13th, so every Laurentian, old or young, get close to the police and recognize, in a nation that gun and violence, is spreading around and killing police, that we as a citizen of the Lawrence, after seeing the explosion and the fire of September 13, we want to say, thank you to Lawrence Police for all the sacrifices. So we be example for other cities and then all the towns in a nation, so they choose a day, say thank you, instead of, attacking the police and gun and violence. It brings a new notion because of the Lawrence is a city of the immigrant. A city has been built on because of the respect to the union. It brings Lawrence right in the front page that we respect the thin blue line and the union because of all the sacrifices that. And what day better than September 13, while a police officer such as Officer Sato, his house was burning, went to serve, and he didn't pay attention what is happening to his family. He continued service. All the police officers, that historical day, try to help us. And we as a Laurentian, as a city of immigrant, with a rich history, with multicultural in this city, we deserve have such a recognition of the police union because of what they have done for us, what they are doing. So our young people learn how to appreciate on that day, how they express their appreciation for the police in the nation, as you know, gun and violence, everywhere against the police, they're attacking the police. So we be example to appreciate police and express our appreciation in that day. We have the Memorial Day on September 13, that every Laurentian, doesn't matter where he moved or where he is, remember September 13 and the Columbia gas. So we want to be recognized as a resolution for the September 13, offer thank you to Lawrence Police. It is a historical day for us, and it is very symbolic, very important day for this. And so respectfully, we asking as a citizen, you agree to declare September 13 the day of the police appreciation for our citizen.
I do have a question. What about the firefighter? They also first responder.
Yes,
They was the first one who arrived to the scenes.
Yes, absolutely. Also in that resolution, I have another version that we can include our firefighters too, so recognition of the first responder police and the firefighters.
I like your idea, but I would like to see that you also recognize all the firefighter.
Yes.
Because they was part of this,
Yes.
and I think that is only fair. If you want to, I can table until you put something together for both.
I
the
have
police-
something for both here. I have enough copy for I can hand them, to see.
Yeah, but if we pass it as it is, it's gonna look only for the police, which, thank you for that idea. But I'm also want to see them, because we also want to recognize them.
Absolutely.
So we can read it through, you can read it through what you have over there, but,
I can hand it on to you, and you can see, and then I can read them if you want.
yeah, you can read it.
Okay.
You can read it.
This one is basically a revised, resolution, respectfully asking for in the city council in the year of 2022, First Responder Appreciation Day, September 13, 2022, and every September 13 thereafter. Whereas Lawrence first responder, our police officers, and our firefighters are dedicated to serving the community and provide excellent service to ensure the safety of community, and in doing so, put their own lives at risk every single day. They are on the job, and whereas it is important that our first responders know that they have our full support and that we are truly grateful for their services, and whereas while they are days set aside for communities nationwide to honor the dedicated service of the first responders, most people are not aware of these days, and therefore they do not make a special effort to honor their police officers and firefighters. And whereas on September 13, 2018, Lawrence resident experienced the horrific Columbia gas explosion, which to this day remain etched in the minds of all Laurentians. Whereas the September 13, 2018, our first responder, firefighters and the police officers responded to the explosion, putting their lives on the line to mitigate the disaster, protect Lawrence residents. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Lawrence City Council passed an ordinance to design September 13, 2022, and every September 13 thereafter as a first responder appreciation day to honor in a special way our firefighters and our police officers for their selfless service to our community.
Oh, yeah, perfect. So you don't mind if we change it to, instead of police appreciation, we can just change it as a first responder.
First
appreciate
responder
the
and
day.
the firefighter, absolutely.
Okay.
And I have enough copy of this, for honor.
Okay.
Councilor.
Councilor Levy? Any
I will-
question?
No, no question.
Councilor Maria de la Cruz?
Yes, Madam Chair, you asked my question, to make an amendment to the change of Mr. Mali on having added the fire department. They did a very hard work as the police department. They both responded so well to this community, and I'm very happy to have a day for it, to honor them for the job that they did so well. Then, Mr. Mali, thank you for your support, and thank you for bringing those ideas to the City Hall. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. So I'm going to read, you have a question?
Just only see he can give it to us. I know that we had the ones for the
Yes.
police,
Yeah.
so.
I
you
have the
can-
revised
yes,
version.
you can give it to.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank
we
you
are
for your
going to,
hard work.
we are going to be making a motion with the changes of the title. Instead of police appreciation, it's going to be first respond appreciation. So the motion is? The motion, you have to say.
So the motion, did you catch the motion? The new motion that we are doing right now,
We're just changing that, yeah, the first. Yeah,
to change it.
okay. So motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Levy,
Yes.
and the chair is voting affirmative.
Thank you so
Nothing-
much.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you.
very much to
Thank you
putting
so
this
much.
together. Okay. Can I get a motion to take document 22522 out of order?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. So all those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz.
Yes.
Councilor Levy.
Yes.
Is voting yes. Document 22522 is the Flavor of Fusion Fest Campanun Common on September 17, 2022, from 11 a.m. through 10 p.m. It has been put in the agenda by Pamela Gonell. Name and address for the record.
Good evening, Pamela Gonell.
Chef Amil Cargonel.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about your event? It sounds like very interesting.
So during the pandemic, we had the idea to break a Guinness World Records. That idea changed a little bit, or so big. We create a Flavor Fusion Fest. It's a festival in honor of the Latin gastronomic, arts, culture, tourists. We bring to Lawrence the first Guinness World Records already. So it's here. We break the large serving of mango. It's a Dominican breakfast. So now we want to bring the second one to Lawrence, and doing in Lawrence, it's going to be a huge event with a lot of countries. We have 7 countries invited this year: Mexico, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Spain, and Brazil. So each country have a pavilion in the park, and they can show to the other cultures what they do in their country: music, food, arts. It's whatever they want to show to the people in the park, they can do. Also, we have music. We are looking for some activities to bring more people from outside Lawrence, not just from Lawrence. That's why we have a exhibition of the cars. A lot of people followed that. Also, we have a competition with the guys in the corner of the park. They play domino every day. So we have like a torneo, like a tournament for that. In that way, we are working with good companies from Orlando and from Boston. Get Fuse is the marketing company doing everything for us in marketing teams. Monkey P is doing all the graphic liners. We have beautiful graphic liners. From Lawrence, we want to establish a new Guinness World Record, so we want to use all the ladies cooking in the house to prep the record with us. Housewives, I don't know. We're trying to do, or we have to make 36,000 pounds of sancocho. It's a Dominican soup. It's a big one. It's going to be not just the big sancocho in the whole history of the gastronomic. También is going to be the biggest soup in the world. Nobody make that kind of soup. 36,000 pounds. I know it's crazy.
Wow, wow. But are you going to be making 30,000?
36,000
36,000 pounds.
of sancocho.
And what are you going to make that?
We are constructing the big pan in Dominican Republic. We have to bring here. We have some information, extra information here. We can show you. Si tú quieres.
Where are you going to be prepping that sancocho?
Oh, the
Is
sancocho.
when you're going to bring it over to the park, right?
No, we have to cook in the middle of the park, the sancocho. Oh no, it's a good setup for that. We have all the barricades so nobody can touch. We have all the guys from Guinness. We have a Guinness World Record, so we know how strict they are with all the safety, the healthy. So for us, it's very easy to make that sancocho. We just have to peel all the plantains and the víveres, the carne put together, start to broiling, and that's it. That's the sancocho.
And not just that, we're gonna make the sancocho as well, but we're gonna donate all the food to shelters and to organizations that can help us to distribute the food. Last year, for example, at New York, we donated for Community Fridge in New York. We made the nutrition facts of the mango. We wanna make the same with the sancocho. As well, all the plantain peels, all the organics, we donated for compost and recycle all the cardboards, plastic, and everything. So we want to make a sustainable part of the festival as well, not just to break a Guinness World Record, to bring the multicultural factor. So,
You talking about that in the wheels spitting in my hair. in my head, just thinking where in the park you're gonna be placing a stove or something that you're gonna be able to cook that. So like, where you're gonna find, like, how you're gonna do 36,000?
Pounds, yeah, 36,000 pounds. Well, we have discussed with the firefighters, police, all the safest way where we can do that. But we hire as well a guy from a health instructor. He can help her how to manage and how to be the safest way to make all the prep for the food. Oh, yeah, we have an advice from the propane and everything that we're gonna use from Pat Reese. He gonna help us how is the safest way that we can manage all that. And we're gonna have a trailer with fridge. We're gonna put all the food in there. So we are making all the layout the safest as possible.
So I know the sancocho is a typical plate in our country. So I'm assuming that all the countries that has been invited, they're gonna do a typical one. So how this is gonna be taking place? People are gonna be welcome to come, or they need to pay any fare for taking the food? How this is gonna work out?
No, the event is free to public. It's gonna be free.
You have two guests on the back that they want, it's free to the public. They was,
Yeah, the sancocho has a big history. We have made the research because for Guinness World Record, they didn't have the sancocho in their food category.
The first time
So-
they tried
so,
the
yeah,
sancocho.
we have to do a big research with the Dominican Academy of Gastronomy and the Ibero-American Academy of Gastronomy. So they say that sancocho really exists. In Colombia, they made sancocho in their way. In Venezuela, in every country that we have invited, they made the sancocho in that way. But the recipe that we submitted was the Dominican recipe.
But we add different ingredients from, we add ingredients from Colombia because they make, for example, the sopa de gallina or sancocho de gallina. So we add gallina to this sancocho, and from Ecuador too. So it's like a mix. But from Brazil, it's very difficult because they make the feijoada, and feijoada have the beans, black beans, and we don't use black beans in the sancocho. But we try to put some ingredients from different countries to have the correct recipe for the biggest sancocho in the world. But it's not just a sancocho, it's a community event. It started a month ago in Lawrence. We are starting doing activities. So we're trying to do the first restaurant week from August 3rd to August 14th. So every restaurant is participating in this event, has to compose all the food they have in the trash. Yes. So they have to do all the things we are doing with the festival for those days. If they want to continue to recycling or doing whatever they want after to help the community, to help the environmental, but they can do. So the idea is create something sustainable for the city to help the community and create maybe in 1 or 2 years. That's why we create the Flavor Fusion Fest Foundation, because we want to be the focus in the area for the gastronomy. If you want to eat something good, you have to think in Lawrence. Right now, it doesn't exist that, but we want to do that too.
wow, I'm impressed. Thank you for putting this together. This is something well needed in our community. I know, as you has mentioned at the beginning, that through the pandemic, we went through a very difficult times. And so I wish you can stay right there when we pass your motion, but our next applicants, they're gonna be doing something that they can recruit people who's gonna be going to your events, which is gonna be September. I know that one is first, but this is something like the community needed so badly. The only problem I have, and this is nothing personal to you, I have to say that even if you can stay, you're going to hear me saying to the next applicants, when you are going to use our park, it's some people who are being anticipated that something is going on. But people who not involved on that, they don't want to hear loud music, and they complains always. If you're gonna have a speaker, like you said, you're gonna have a music, it needs to be toward to your group, not to the public, even though you want to attract more customer public to come and join. I know that you're going to have a full event, and I can anticipate that. When you mention a Sancocho, everybody's going to be in the list, and especially if it's going to be free. So I know that that's going to be a big day. But I have the time here, 11 a.m. through 10 p.m. So are you going to have enough time to set up and wrap it up with those hours, or you need more time?
Yeah, when we submitted the application, the recommendation was that we can start setting up the day before and maybe the day after as well, because it's a lot of instrument that we have to bring in the park and everything.
No, I understand that. I just want you to be safe. I'm sure that they went through with you, with your application, that you have to leave the park in a better condition that you're gonna find it, or a sense condition you're gonna find the park. So, and it's like I say, you know, I have no objections, but just to be considerate about others that they now want to participate for whatever reason. They don't like Sancocho, they don't like to be in with so many people, which I doubt it, about the Sancocho. But I think, you know, just be, you know, mindful that when you're there, just try to put a tour to your group. I know that you're not going to be able to cover for the anticipated public that you might going to have. I'm just going to open the floor. I like the idea. Thank you for doing that. And especially choose one of our typical plates, Sancocho. And, you know, I think you might need more than one day for all the countries that you're going to be inviting, for us just to be trying everything that you're probably going to be proposing to sell that day. So, Councilor Levy?
Thank you, Madam. So how many people can you feed with 36,000 pounds?
It's very easy. For example, one person can eat without appetizer or nothing, just like 1 pound of food at the same time, for example. So if you divide 36,000 pounds,
32,000 people.
36,000 people.
Yeah.
yeah,
Practically.
or less. It depends how hungry you are. Because, for example, if you buy a Sancocho in any restaurant in Lawrence, they give you a quart is 2 pounds
Oh,
with everything.
okay.
So it's just like a 778 quarters bowl like this,
okay. It sounds like a
like
lot.
cubetas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
How many meat are you going to put it in there?
7.
7 meat?
7 different meats, yeah. So we're trying to invite all the bodegas, the groceries, the supermarkets to help out, because it's an investment to bring the city all that money, because that event costs a lot of money. But I think we can do together with the community. It's gonna be a
Interesting day.
interesting day.
Yes, very interesting.
Also, we bring the farm vendors, so we don't charge for the farm, because we want to invite all the farms around here. We have a meeting this morning with the Restaurant Association of Massachusetts to bring all the farmers from here and from outside. Also, we are working with Lawrence Partnership and E4All to find interpreters, entrepreneurs to show what they're doing for free that day too.
That is great. So hopefully that we can get a very good weather also for that.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Councilor La Cruz, you all set?
No se escucha.
Councilor de la Cruz?
I have no question.
Oh, okay, the motion is to send the waiver recommendation.
So move.
Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz?
Yes.
Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Motion carries. You do need to come back to our next city council meeting, which is going to be next Tuesday, in case there any other councilor that are not present today, they have any question. Good luck, and I wish you well. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you might know the way. Thank you very much. Okay, so you need to come back to our next city council meeting, which is next Tuesday.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
How about because I was thinking was in the application, but I don't know, because we need to start not the Saturday to set up everything in the park. What did you say?
Yeah, that's what I said. We need to start on Friday to set up and break it down on Sunday morning. We need to start to setting up on Friday, maybe afternoon, and breaking down on Sunday morning. Depend.
So, that you check with the recreation department and they gave you okay. Did you explain that to them and they say yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we meet 2 times with all
Okay.
the local.
So the dates is gonna be, the 17th is actually the day that you're gonna be hosting that event.
Yes.
So, and then you need, the 16th,
For setup.
and so what are we gonna do is, from 9/16 through 9/18, to give you enough time for you to clean and set everything up.
18, para que tenga el domingo.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So I'm gonna amend our motion with the time and with the date change, which is gonna be from 9/16 through 9/18. Okay? So you were
Second.
yep. So Councilor De La Cruz?
Yes.
Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. So we change the time and the date.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next Tuesday, what time, sorry? At 7, okay.
Yep. Can I get a motion to take document 22322 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz? Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. 22322 is the Company Field Day, Shoshin Fields, South Lawrence East. 8/27/22 from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Jocelyn Maroon, ADEP Group. Name and address for the record.
Hi there, my name is Jocelyn. Address? 1 Doyle Street, Lawrence.
So that way they can grab more information and they can also help you to promote your field day.
So my name is Kelvin Severino, and I'm the president and CEO of the ADEP Group right here in Lawrence. So we're a Lawrence company. We employ about 100 employees here in Lawrence throughout the year, about 332 W-2s, and about 95% of our employees are Lawrencian. I'm a Lawrencian myself and grew up in Lawrence. We just got listed as on the Boston Business Journal as top 10 minority businesses in Massachusetts, and we want to thank our employees, which the majority are Lawrencians like myself, for all of the hard work that it took to get us to that point and reach the milestone. And Jocelyn will get into the details of it.
So it's from 12 to 4, but we have 2 hours for cleanup after. We're expecting about 100 people. We're going to have it catered with food, a dunk tank. They're going to play softball. We're going to promote our friends there. And we're inviting kids and adults and our families. I don't know what more information you're looking for. Anything missing? We have 2
No,
bathrooms that we already signed up for.
So when I read a company field day, I was thinking more to recruit more people to come to work for your company.
I know, it's for our employees.
Is for our, well,
But we don't mind adding additional, like maybe like a job fair table, so, because we do need more employees. So this would be a win-win if we could add a couple tables where we have business cards, pamphlets, and everything, and we'll invite people to apply, even job applications as well. So we could add that to this, if it's okay with you guys.
Okay, no, not that you have to do it because I'm telling you, that's what, that's what I thought it was gonna work.
Yeah,
But
it's
if you still need more employees, so now that you're gonna be going and doing that, so, what would it be the details, like, is first, second shift, or what is the hours? Company operate?
So for this event?
No, for that event, I know, but your company in general.
Oh, our company in general, so our office is open 7 to 4 p.m., but we do work around the clock, so we're open 24/7 as far as emergency response and the demolition services that we provide. So we do work first shift, second shift, third shift, and we're rapidly growing, so we do need a lot more employees.
So, yeah, no, I have no question. If you can leave some of your business card that we can also promote that, that's gonna be also,
We would love that.
okay. Okay. So all the papers are in order. If you don't have any question, can I get a motion?
Motion to send it to the full council with favor recommendation.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz,
Yes.
Councilor Levy,
Yes.
and the chair is voting affirmative. You also need to come back for our next city council meeting, which is going to be next Tuesday. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
that. So, and you,
People aren't here, right?
so what is it?
We have to come back because other councilors.
The other counselor is not here, but I'm also gonna repeat it to you, what I just said it to them with the music. I know that it's gonna be Appreciation Day, but just put a tour to your group, okay?
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Del Rosario, what is the number of your? So the first one is document 222, 22 out of order.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting yes. So 22222 is a resolution, Juniper Street resident parking only, no commercial vehicle parking. It has been put on the agenda by Councilor Gregory Del Rosario. Good evening, Councilor, and thank you for doing that. I know how narrow that street is. I was there sitting with you the other day, and I don't even know, thank you for stepping and do something like that, because that was well needed. I don't even know how that didn't happen before, but eventually you want me to continue working and give me extra work to do. But thank you. Thank you. If you want to elaborate a little bit more, I'm fine with that, but yes.
Yes, let me, thank you for the opportunity and good evening. I added you the names also of house owners and some tenants. They told me that they had the conversation with previous counselors and they didn't know. They made it a one-way. That's all they did. And also, those are the names, and I guess it seems obvious that I live in that area, and I don't want it to look like it's me. It's the neighbors. It doesn't affect me. It affects my neighbors. My driveway is pretty big, and I can get all my cars in there. And those are the names of homeowners and also tenants. That little page.
This is a good counselor can do. It's not affecting you, but you have to be thinking about your neighbors.
Yes.
Because this is not about you. This is about your community and how you can make your community better and make the improvement and the changes that you need to do. So, yes, commercial vehicle, this is one of the big headaches that we've been on our ordinance, that we need to revise that, and I'm open, I know this is completely out of this subject, but this is something like we need to stop, and I'm putting myself in this. I'm gonna be revise that because, I understand that everybody have to survive, and you have to find a way to do it, but it's not fair for someone not to find to park your car just because someone from nowhere they park in front of. You don't need to have a specific spot reserved in front of your house. But it's also painful when you see the resident for other street come to you and just take this spot. Imagine it on the winter time, how crazy that can be. But thank you for doing that, and I know that you and I, we've been having that conversation before, and I'm gonna be digging into this because something needs to happen and change. We are overpopulated. We can continue just being using as the same excuses that we have more cars than what we should. What are we gonna do with that? So yes, so you know the rules. So we're gonna be tabling this document and send it to Officer Cano and wait for the recommendation. Can I get a motion to table and send document 222 to Officer Cano for study review?
Second the motion.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilor De La Cruz.
Yes.
Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative.
I might.
Document 23022. Can I get a motion to take document 23022 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. 23022, resolution naming of park of the Juan Pablo Duarte Park. Juan Pablo Duarte Park. Okay, Councilor De Rosario and Councilor Payano. Councilor Del Rosario.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to amend something in that resolution. It's not a name in the park, and it's renaming. That park is called it's renaming the park. I forgot the name. But I did the research. It's not under the name will come up. I didn't write it down. It's not under any veterans or person. After the research, it used to be a street passing by that park when they built the park. And that's why we decided we want to rename it. And also we want to change the name, not just Juan Pablo Duarte. We would like to put a Plazoleta de la Libertad, Juan Pablo Duarte, and I'll explain why. The park is called Highland Park at this time. Again, I did my research, talked to people, talked to council president to make sure that it wasn't named after any person or any important person in the city or any veteran. So when we finalized the research, it was a street that passed by there called Highland, and that's why we picked the park. We're changing the name to Plazoleta de la Libertad due to the fact that we think, after conversation, that it's not fair that it's just Dominican celebrating or naming only for Dominicans. When you call it Plazoleta de la Libertad, it could bring any other country to celebrate any day that they have with the Plazoleta de la Libertad or freedom, if they want to celebrate freedom in that park that is going to be also maybe adopted by some institution, and they're going to take care of it. And that's why we changed the name to Plazoleta. We thought that Juan Pablo Duarte, just Juan Pablo Duarte, would be fair for the whole Hispanic community. And I don't know if you'd like to say something on behalf of this, if you allow him, would be great. And they've been on the work for so many years for that, and I guess we ID that park on it. ¿Usted quiere decir algo?
Introducción del documento, ¿verdad? En español, obviamente tú me ayudas.
Sí, está bien. Can I translate?
Yes, I guess because we're not allowed to translate. So we got the idea. Okay, we got the idea. If you don't mind, you can explain to him why. I don't have anyone else who can translate for you. But if you feel comfortable, I give you okay to do so.
Los concejales no podemos interpretar. Ella dice que tienen la idea de lo que es, no vamos a mover con eso.
Bien.
Pero que si yo me siento cómodo, pero si usted quiere agregar algo, yo...
I have no problem. So all I need to say in disclosure that we're not allowed, but if you feel like you want to do it, we okay with that. You want to go ahead and do it? Yeah.
No, está bien. Muchísimas gracias. Buenas noches. Le agradecemos la oportunidad que nos dan de presentar este documento, que es el sentir de la comunidad dominicana. Le hacemos entrega de este documento representando al Comité Progestor, gestor de la avenida y plazoleta de la Libertad Juan Pablo Duarte, en la dirección que ya él ha tenido a bien indicar, Broadway con Park, esperando que reciba su ponderación importante y que la comunidad dominicana pueda recibir ese reconocimiento. Gracias.
So he's just here to actually elaborate what I just said and for you guys to accept this resolution. And just to keep working on this, that's going in a great direction. And the Dominican community will be pretty proud about what we're doing.
Thank you, Councilor. Well, I have no question, I have no objection. I think, changing the name, the Plaza...
De la Libertad.
Plazaleta de la Libertad. So is assigning not only to one community, because I know you as a councilor, you understand what is the reason behind it. We have to be very careful because we have other diversity living in the city, and now you open this to anyone who can feel like this is something that you can do with recreation or whatever they feel like, but no feel like they being rejected or not being part of something that is going to be done in that community. So motion to send it with favor recommendation.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor Lev. And the chair is voting affirmative. Thank you. Thank you. Councilor Del Rosario.
Tengo uno más.
Yeah, just explain to him that we didn't want to stop him for not to say what he had to say.
Ella dice que no lo querían parar a usted, para que usted tuviera la oportunidad de decir lo que tiene que decir, pero yo sé que yo no podía interpretar.
No, está bien, te agradezco.
La próxima vez traiga a alguien para que el martes traiga a alguien para que se exprese.
viene una representación.
Ok, bueno. Pues seguimos hablando.
Gracias, buenas noches.
Thank you. So can I get a motion to take document 23322 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz. So Councilor De La Cruz, we are getting problem to hear you. I don't know what is that is happening. Councilor Levy,
Yes.
voting affirmative. Document 23322, resolution for way stop at intersections of Arlington Street and Spruce Street. It also has been put in the agenda by Councilor Del Rosario. I know, well needed. You don't even need to get into that. I know how many accidents has been happening. The problem is that they fixing one each other, and the police doesn't have the report that they needed. And sometimes this is what is kind of delayed our process. So I have no question. So what we're going to do is we are going to table and send it to Officer Cano for his recommendation, and I made that formal motion.
Second.
No, you need to.
Okay. Motion to send it to Officer Cano.
And table the
And
document.
table the document.
Motion has been made, properly second. So all those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Thank you, Councilor Del Rosario. Okay, can I get a motion to take document 23222 out of order?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor to take document 23222 out of order?
Second. I'm sorry.
Councilor De La Cruz? Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Document 23222, Program Director Position Ordinance 2.72.070. It has been put in the agenda by Director of Inspectional Service, Mike Armano. I am personally have no question. I was pressing to our personal, which is the same document, right?
That's correct.
So I know Councilor Levy was also present. So Councilor De La Cruz, you have any question?
Motion to approve?
Okay. Motion to send it with favorable recommendation.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz? Councilor Levy?
Yes.
The chair is voting affirmative. Director Armano, the reason that I don't have any question is because I asked the same question that am I going to be asking, so I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing, so I know the answer. We make a good discussion and debate last night, so I have no question. So thank you very much. I'm sorry that I make you wait until now.
No problem.
But
Thank you so
you're
much,
good to go.
councilors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are going to the top of the agenda. Document 221, thank you. 22121, handicap parking at 6 Lynch Street, Jose Vasquez. Can I get a motion to table document 22222 and also to send it to Officer Cano?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz? Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Document 22422, Body and Brain Yoga Tai Chi Component Common on Saturday, 23, 30, 8/6, 8/13, 8/20, 8/27. So I hate just to stop this. I know that this doesn't sound like good program. So all the papers are in order. Can I get a motion to send document 222 with favor recommendation?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz? Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative.
226.
Pat, can you also include in the motion to send correspondence to the applicants, just to kind of be present since they're going to be asking for so many days? Okay? So send with document 226, Revival 222, Christian Event Component Common on 210. Okay, so I think if with this one, they need to,
Madam Chair.
uh-huh.
Okay, just finish.
Yeah, no, this is, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so, Miss Eufemia De La Cruz, she called me this afternoon
Okay.
just to excuse herself because she's working at this time. It's a Christian event.
Okay.
So that's, they only gonna have some religion things at the park. But she's gonna try to be on Tuesday if we do no table. And I said that's because it's a religion, so I don't see any problem right now. And we can send it to the full council with favor recommendation.
So that's a formal motion?
Yes, as a formal motion.
Can I get a second? Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz?
Yes.
Councilor Levy?
Yes.
She is voting affirmative. Thank you, Councilor Levy. Next document is 22922, resolution naming of the library of the new Francis Leahy School in recognition of Patricia Mariano, Councilor Cruz. Yeah, thank you for doing that. I know that you've been seeking to see this happening. And yes, I'm in favor and I'm supporting this. Councilor De La Cruz, you have something else to add?
No, No, thank you, Madam Chair. I'm asking to send it to the full council with favorable recommendation.
Okay, you made the motion. So,
Second.
motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. So that's it for the new 228. 228, I think we read 228. No?
No.
Okay, 22822, traffic study on Lynch Street. It has been put in agenda by Councilor Rodriguez. Yes, you're right. But we have Lynch and 6 Lynch. Can I get a motion to table document 22822 and also to send it to Officer Cano for a study review?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. So we are done.
Madam Chair, I
Yeah.
would like to take item 12721 out of order and out of table.
127, which page?
37 is page, hold on 1 second, it's from the 21. Page number 4.
Can I get a motion to take document 12721 out of table item?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz? Councilor Levy?
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. 12721 is the handicap parking at 95 Greenwood Street. Alfonso Rodriguez and Councilor Levy was referring to Officer Cano. Councilor Levy?
Yes, the thing is because we haven't heard anything about it, and it was submitted. That was submitted last year.
Yes. We have to revisit and we have to tell you what is going to be the only way that we can approve that is a curb right in front of his house. So I went with Officer Cano. I think we are going to be tabling, bring you over for you to see what we can do, but we can do right in front of 95. So we can table and we can go and revisit the area. So any day that you might feel free to go. So can I get a motion to retable document 12721?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Discussion?
Okay.
So just to let Officer Cano to call and let me know.
He has the item. It has been referred, but we have to go with you.
Okay,
Yes. So he has the item.
all right.
So, motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Councilor De La Cruz.
Yes.
Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting affirmative. Just pick a date and we can go together. Okay, any other item? Here none. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
Councilor De La Cruz. Councilor Levy.
Yes.
And the chair is voting yes. Thank you. And have a great night.
Aye.